Aloha everyone, this is Brendan, and if you're watching this video, this is going to be one of those unboxing videos that people do all across the internet, and what we are unboxing is going to be a shifter booster kit. So just as a quick introduction, for those of you who may be unfamiliar, my name is Brendan, as I said, and I am the director and facilitator for ParadigmShiftCentral.com, a real-world interactive game to help shift consciousness. We've been doing it for like close to 10 years now, and it's super awesome, and basically the idea behind it is encouraging people to choose to be the change that they wish to see in the world and giving them the tools to be able to do so, giving them the inspiration to be able to do so in the community. So the Shifter Booster Kit, this is something that we have been sending out to people all across the world, like literally over the course of these years. I think we've sent out like close to between like 200 and 300. It's a lot. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you the Shifter Booster Kit and the way how you get the Shifter Booster Kit, and I'm gonna show you like what's inside. There's lots of goodies inside. So some of you are already familiar with this, but this is just gonna cover the basis, make it really easy for you to understand. And so again, the Shifter Booster Kit is a package worth over $100 of potent tools to be able to help you hack the matrix where you are, to help you on your mission as a shifter where you are. And so it is available for people who support the Paradigm Shift Central project through Patreon. And for those of you who aren't entirely familiar, Patreon is a way where people can support artists and projects with a monthly donation of their choosing. So when you sign up for the Patreon, you get your Shifter Booster Kit. And people usually sign up for between $5 and $10, but again, it's an awesome way, and the idea is that like, yeah, donate as long as you can, keep adding that energy, all those drops add up, and it gets you the awesome tools, and it gives you like, just like, oh man, like, I'll just show you. So again, so say you signed up for Patreon, and the Patreon link, we'll put it in the video, it's patreon.com/Brendan Culleton. Your Shifter Booster Kit arrives. What do? You're excited, you're happy, so let's open it up. So when you open up your Shifter Booster Kit, I'm just gonna start like pulling things out one by one. So first thing that you're gonna pull out is gonna be some free hug signs. So we got lots of free hug signs that we were giving out across the world, because that is a huge thing that we do within this project. It's about simple tactics applied effectively and giving people the inspiration to know that free hugs create this incredible ripple effect. It's about creating compassion. So the free hug signs that we give out, they are now laminated. So that means that these things will like endure the apocalypse, more or less. They didn't used to be laminated, but now that they are, that means you can take them out in the rain, you can like take them out in adventures, you can put them in your backpack, you can bring them with you. So within your Shifter Booster Kit, you're gonna get several free hug signs that you're gonna be able to use, and you're gonna be able to take those with you, and you're gonna be able to share them. That's like part of the game. Part of the game is by like giving out free hugs and giving out shift buttons, which I'll show you in a second. Also within here, you're gonna receive a very special like a letter with a handwritten autograph at the bottom from me, just really expressing my gratitude, giving a little bit more information about how to use shift buttons, which again I'm getting to in a second. And again, that's just kind of like a nice little memento, a little like really just heartfelt gesture from myself to you. So again, you got your free hug signs within your Shifter Booster Kit, and you can see like all the free hug signs, they have like the flower of life encoded behind it. It's like not even subliminal, it's like ultraliminal. So like even when people are getting a free hug, they're like seeing the flower of life. And for those of you who are familiar with symbols and conscious imagery, you know that like just seeing that can evoke like that conscious remembrance. So that's really cool, and that's an awesome way to be able to hack the matrix. So what we're gonna do, you're gonna ideally, in some form or another, combine free hugs with shift buttons. So there's lots of shift buttons in here, and I'm just gonna like pour those out, but there's also more than just shift buttons in here. There's also, well, I'll show you in a second. So I'm just gonna like pour those out. So here come the shift buttons. Woo! So within the envelope empty now. So what we got here before us, we got lots, I don't wanna move the camera, so I'll just kind of show you guys. So here are shift buttons. So within each Shifter Booster Kit, you're gonna receive a good chunk of shift buttons. And the shift buttons are super potent tools that you're meant to wear and share. Again, we've been using shift buttons for a long time, and they are super effective, and they are a great way for you to be able to evoke synchronicity, to plant those conscious seeds, to build a paradigm shift community where you are. So you can see, like here's one with, who knows what that symbol is? That's right, it's a version of Metatron's cube, and each button has on the rim, it says ParadigmShiftCentral.com on the rim, and on the bottom it says create, inspire, evolve. So again, every time you're like wearing a shift button, you're wearing it as like a tool. It's like a spell that you can cast within the game. It's an ability that you can use. So you'd be like wearing your shift buttons on your shirt, and I'm just gonna like show you more of the shift buttons. And so basically, like, say you're like out and about in public, say you're on the bus, and say there's someone who you haven't met before, and you just kind of like get a vibe from them, and maybe just in that moment, you just kind of walk up to them and you're just like, hey, like, this may sound kind of funny, but here, this is for you. It's a gift. And then they're just like, what? Like, people give gifts nowadays? This is crazy, right? So you tell them, like you know, like, hold on to this. There's a website on the side. You can check it out. And the power of this is that each button is holographic. So since each button connects to the website is like where all the interactive stuff happens. And a big part of this project is that it is accessible, it is free, it is something that people can get involved with right away. And on the website, you can find access to tons of past broadcasts, future interactive broadcasts that we do through the website on a regular basis, lots of conscious videos made by people within the community, quest journals submitted by people in the community, including yourself. Like, this is an invitation for you to get involved and to be even share a quest journal about your journey sharing shift buttons and doing free hugs. So you can start to see like kind of where the idea is going within all this. And of course there's also the movies that we have, the Journey to Lucidity movies. There's lots of stuff, and again, it's just like, it's a huge amount of value holographically like encoded into a single button. So you don't have to give someone like a DVD, but if you give them a website that connects them, it's like, oh my god, like, this is crazy, right? So it's a really powerful thing. So let me just show you some more of the shift button. So again, each shift button is created with conscious symbolism on it that is meant to evoke conscious remembrance as well as to be able to create conscious discussion. So say you give this shift button to a friend. Say you're doing free hugs and someone comes up to you and you can just be like, here, you've passed the test, choose a shift button. And then you can have like several shift buttons for them to choose from. So say for example, they choose this shift button, and now they may ask you, be like, what does that symbol mean? And then you can always say like, what does it mean to you? But of course within this symbol, very simply put, this is like as above, so below, the yin, the yang, the duality. If you look at a tree sideways, it's also a very good map of time, like past, present, future type thing. So at least that's the way I see it. So it's kind of hidden in plain sight type thing. So again, like each symbol, say imagine, you know, like you want people to be able to see the shift buttons when you wear them. So you're wearing them to evoke synchronicity. That way, so say another person who you meet downtown is gonna see your button and they're gonna be like, hey, like, I really like your button. And then in that moment, you can be like, here, it's for you. And they're just like, what? And then it connects them to the project and it links them in and it ripples the inspiration. It's super powerful this way, super simple, and super practical. So let me show you some more of the symbols of the shift button. So again, here is one with like the Alice in Wonderland pulling back the veil on the Matrix. That's like kind of a classic one. I really like that one. Here's just kind of some more kind of like cymatic like sacred geometry with some sacred geometry. Here, you want some sacred geometry within your sacred geometry? Here, have it. So, and then of course we also got, I'm just keeping an eye on the time. I know this video, I'm trying to keep it under like as short as I can. And then from there, I'm going to show you like the Love Wand, the crystal massage tool, the light guardian crystal, and the crystal wire wrap, which we got in here. So as soon as we get through shift buttons, go, 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 keeping that high five. So here's some like awesome imagery of like some Photoshop art that I made a while ago. And again, like I'll just explain this one real quick. That's like us with on the checkerboards of society, standing between the pillars of knowledge. Standing in front of us is politics, and behind politics is ancient knowledge, and behind ancient knowledge is universal truth. And so through the middle is our connection to that higher truth as we stand within the checkerboards to be able to help hack the matrix and bring back that eternal conscious remembrance, to be able to empower people and inspire them and open their minds to their own potential. So here's some like other imagery of like the Buddha sitting under the tree. This is like ancient artwork. The artwork that we have, it is either artwork that is just like conscious, like symbolism that existed for ages. It is either like ancient art from a long time ago. It is stuff that I've made on Photoshop. And it's also stuff that we've had from people in the community who are also conscious artists. So here, example, this is like the Siri Yantra. This is like an ancient symbol from like India and Tibet and stuff like that. Maybe not Tibet, but this is like all about like dimensions. And this is like kind of like the sound of the universe type thing. It's similar to Om. One of my favorites, the Paradigm Shift Sigil. I make sure that I include a Paradigm Shift Sigil button within every single Shifter Booster kit that we send out. And of course, like this is like a symbol that is like kind of like really anchoring in the energy of what it is that we are creating through this project. And I always ask people like, what does that symbol remind you of? What does it look like for you? So spend some time meditating on that one once you get a chance. And of course, classic yin yang, like that's always a favorite. People really love that one. And again, people love being able to choose the shift buttons. So your objective is to like have all these shift buttons, wear them on a regular basis, and to be able to give them out. And then once you give them out, you can order more shift buttons. And since you're signed up for the Patreon, you can send like me like $20, but then I'll send you like a bunch of shift buttons because you're signed up for the Patreon in that way. Here's some classic one. This is like one of my favorites. This is like photoshopped image of like the spirit wolf. I really love that one. And here's, this is again, so this is like art from our friend Lewis Dyer, just as an example. So with imagery that's like from featured artists within the community, we make sure to include the name of the artist on the rim. So that way it's like connecting people to the Paradigm Shift project, and it's also connecting people to the individual artists as well. So shout out to Lewis Dyer. You can check out more of his art. And if you're looking for exclusive buttons of Lewis Dyer's work, you can get them through ParadigmShiftCentral.com. We are so happy to be able to collaborate and support together. And so again, here's like some like ancient Gnostic art. You can see like there's like, honestly, I don't know how many designs we have. It's a lot. Like it's like between like probably like 60 and 100, I'd say. Here's some like classic kind of just like sacred geometry imagery again. And it's good to just kind of be able to have like your own favorites. This is one of my favorites, the classic like Eye of Ra. So I mean, like again, you know, just like wearing that on a regular basis is like something I do just like for my own enjoyment, but also again, you know, you never know when it's just like whoocha, like there you go, have a shift button, right? And of course, you can give them to me, you can give them to people, but you can also leave them places. That's another way how you can use them. There's a lot of different creative ways to be able to use shift buttons. So you can like leave them on a bus seat, you can leave them on a park bench, you can leave them in a phone booth, wherever you really choose, and then you know that people are gonna be able to find them when the time is right for them. And here is like some more like tree art, some fractal art stuff. That's like a really cool one. And here's a free hugs button. I know my like video's backwards because I'm doing this on Facebook. So here's an Earth Sugs button, free hugs button. That's a classic one as well. So like when you don't have the sign, you can like wear the free hugs button. That's always a good one. And Ouroboros and Flower of Life and art by our friend Brock Springstead. And yeah, so that's the shift buttons right there. So again, like the shift buttons in themselves, like that's a huge amount of value in itself. So again, the way how we do the Patreon is we make it so that the monthly micro donations is like a super effective way for people to get involved in an affordable fashion. So say someone's like, hey, how do I get a shifter booster kit? Instead of being like, oh, you have to pay $100. It's just like, if you can sign up for like $5 a month and then continue to do that, that gets you the shifter booster kit right away. And that's like a huge, huge thing. So what else do you get in your shifter booster kit? You get a very special hand wrapped crystal wire wrap. So here we have, who knows what crystal that is? That's right, it's a citrine. So all of these are hand wrapped. Everything in here is handmade by me, or if sometimes I get my friends to help me with it. So again, even just wearing a crystal wrap is similar to the shift buttons. You can like wear it as a necklace, you can wear it like on your belt buckle, and sometimes people see the crystals and they're just like, oh cool, like, you know, like that's awesome, like I love crystals, let's talk about crystals. So everything in here is meant to evoke synchronicity to help you as a shifter on your journey. And a shifter, again, you know, someone who is intentionally helping shift consciousness. So let's open it up. What's next? So this is one of the crystal love wand massage tools. So I'm just going to open up this. And again, like this is like it's just like wrapped up right now because like these get sent all across the world. So we want to make sure that they're safe. And so this is going to come within your shifter booster kit when you sign up for $5 or more. And this is a crystal massage wand. So these are like practical tools. So what these are used for like personal massage, sharing massage, deep tissue massage. Like you can use this on your hand. I love using it on my shoulders. I love using it on my back. I love using it on my legs. And you just kind of do that, and you almost like use it like a bar of soap. You can just kind of like wash your body with it, and just kind of like doing that on a regular basis is like a great way to be able to keep that energy moving, to keep that fascia massage. Like the fascia is where we hold a lot of that like deep energy. So that's like another way to be able to do that. So that's like an awesome tool in itself. Like this thing in itself, like this is like, if I were selling this by itself, it'd be probably like between like I guess like $15 and $30 depending on like the size and everything like that. But you can see like that's like a sweet amethyst one. So like really beautiful, again, like all handmade in itself, all practical tools to be able to help assist you. And so here's a really cool thing that we've added to the Shifter Booster Kit. This didn't used to be a part of the Shifter Booster Kit, but I'm like, you know, I really want to be able to increase the value with this, and I want people to be able to have these. I want people to know that I appreciate them. I want them to be a part of the bigger story that it represents. And this, of course, is the Light Guardian Crystal. So the Light Guardian Crystal, as I open this up, this is a light guarding crystal. So again, all handmade. These are like unique items, and when you turn it on by twisting the top, you can see that it lights up. So it is like incredibly special in that way, and these are used for like practical, just like wearing. You can wear it as a necklace, so you can see like I wear mine on my necklace like that, and it goes well like right there in the heart center. And these are, again, like if people see these, they're gonna automatically just be like, whoa, like how do I get one of these, right? So what you do to get one of the light guarding crystals, they are exclusively available through the Patreon. So if you're just like, hey, I really want that light guarding crystal, I don't even care about the shift buttons, like I don't know who wouldn't care about the shift buttons, stuff like that, but say you just wanted this, sign up for the Team Patreon, and that's how you get it. So again, these are meant to be used as like practical meditation tools. You can wear it in your hand, you can hold it in your hand and like use it as an anchoring tool for meditating. You can feel a pulse through your body when you do that and focus. You can use it for dancing. Like I love using it for dancing, and you can kind of like use it to visualize, to help visualize the energy moving around. And so like when I'm out dancing, I'm always like using these and stuff. So they're toys. You can even imagine it's like a little like spaceship that's flying around in a sense. So that's kind of fun in itself. And what's really cool is that we've recently included within the Shifter Booster Kit, this is an extra LED that's going to come within your Shifter Booster Kit. So you can see here, like I'm gonna spoil this for you. I apologize, but it has to do it in order to show you how it works. So this is made with polymer clay, again, handmade, real quartz crystal, the quartz crystal in the sphere as well. And what happens is that like you can twist this to the left to turn it off, twist it to the right to turn it on. When you unplug this, you can take it out and you can see like that's how it works. Like that's like the LED right there. And so you can like put the LED in there. This extra LED, when you take it and you take it apart, and maybe I'll just like show you real quick. I have to apologize, like I know my battery's like about to die on this, so I'm like, oh, speed run, let's go. So this is like an extra LED that comes with extra batteries. It's got an extra top piece. Sometimes, like, because this is just plastic, if you were to twist this too far to the right, it could strain the plastic, it could break. There's probably gonna be a point where this could break, but that's why we include the extra one. And so the extra top can be replaced. And so when you take this off, you will find that the batteries are inside, but then what you're also going to find is that there's also another little LED piece inside here. So when you like take this apart, you're gonna have like 3 batteries like that, and then you're gonna like gently pull out the pieces, make sure you're not losing anything. And if I can do this, you're also going to have another little LED like this. Now this is one that is specifically a multicolor LED, and I'm not gonna like do the whole process where I take it apart and put it back in, but it is like quite simple and you can figure it out. Just be careful with the small pieces. But when you do that, you get a multicolor light changing light guardian crystal. So you can see that this one is like changing colors. So this would be like, each one comes with like a base color. So sometimes it's purple, sometimes it's white, sometimes it's blue. And I'll show you like what the other colors look like. So here is like what a blue one looks like, and you can choose which color you want. If you want me to randomize it, that's totally cool. But again, like within, you got your like base color one, and then you can swap that out, and you can also make it the multicolor one. So you can like change it based on what you're feeling and stuff that day. And then like the batteries are easily replaceable. You can usually find those at like dollar stores and stuff like that. And so again, these are super powerful items, and they are a part of a bigger story. Like the light guardian crystals anchor into the bigger story of what it means to be a light guardian, of what it means to be a shifter. And so like these in themselves are like the heart of the pine cone. They are a part of like this bigger mega ritual. Imagine the idea that like a lot of people have these light guardian crystals around the world. What happens when we all anchor into that energy? So they're meant to look like ancient futuristic technology. You can see like the symbolism on the back. It's kind of like the trees and the light branches branching out. And again, like each one, like these are beautiful items, and like these in themselves are like worth between $30 and $60. But again, you can get it as part of your Shifter Booster Kit for like $5. So this is like an awesome amount of value, but it's about being able to invite people to donate to support the project. So if you're a big fan of what Paradigm Shift Central is about just being able to help shift consciousness, about being able to make these Shifter Booster Kits affordable and available for people, then you can add your support to the Patreon with a monthly micro donation. Again, some people donate $5, some people donate $10. If you want to donate more, totally up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. And so last thing I'll just show you as we wrap up this video, again, this is like what shift buttons look like when you're on your backpack. So like sometimes I like put them on my backpack. So again, it's just like showing you like there's a million different ways to wear shift buttons. And another tip that I will recommend, get a satchel pouch if you can, and wear your shift buttons like as a satchel like that. So like when I'm like out doing free hugs, I have my satchel pouch like this, and then like I keep my shift buttons in here, and then I'll be standing downtown. You guys have seen videos of me doing this like 1,000 times, and I'll do free hugs. People come up and give me a free hug, and I'll just be like, here, when they come up, I'm just like, here, congratulations, like take a magic button with you on your journey. And then they're just like, oh my God, I'm so excited, a button, like I love buttons. So you can see how this is like super simple, super effective, and it's basically creating it so that you can do this where you are too. Anybody can give out free hugs where they are. Anybody can help shift the matrix, shift the paradigms, hack the matrix with love where they are. And then if you can tell your story as a quest journal through the main website, then we can share it and we can continue to ripple the inspiration. We want people to be able to have these tools so that they can be inspired, so that they can activate the real world superpowers that are already inside them, and that is the power of the heart. So everything here is just an amplification of the energy that is already inside of you. So you are a shifter, you are a superhero, you are a light guardian, you are a Jedi. We want you to get out there to help be an example in your community, to help be the compassion that we wish to see in the world, and to be courageously compassionate, to have that courage to just like go out there and to just like bring that love out into the streets. So thank you again everyone for watching this video. We're gonna wrap it up here. Again, check out more at ParadigmShiftCentral.com and sign up for the Patreon. We are always looking for more people to be able to sign up. The goal is that like, yeah, we want to like have like, this is like ongoing. Like I am committed to this, and as we continue to do this, the funds that go into it continue to help us continue to provide ongoing inspirational content for the community, and your support is greatly appreciated. I am forever in service, and I look forward to being able to share more of this ongoing adventure with you. So with that said, if you have any questions, leave a comment. If you are like excited about getting your Shifter Booster Kit, or you just love this idea, leave some like heck yes down in the comment below. The shift is us. So as always, keep it shifty, and I will see you guys in the future. Much love, peace, and wholeness. Sign up for the Team Patreon today.